Steve Ensler is back in KL with another round of uproarious and hilarious stories about the secret lives of women in the good body. From Bombay to Beverly Hills, Ensler uses the good body to examine women who chase the ideals of aesthetic beauty in order to be accepted. And of course, this never-ending quest for physical perfection more often than not results in repression for the majority of the population in some not so beautiful but very funny situations. The play makes its Malaysian debut this month. Directed by Susan Lankester, it features a cast that includes Ida Nerina, Joanna Bessey, Samantha Schubert, Joanna Kam Poh, Rahim and Anrie Too. Ensler is known for the Vagina Monologues, which became part of a global movement to end violence against women. The play was banned by Kuala Lumpur City Hall in 2002 after complaints from Islamic groups. The opening night proceeds of the good body will benefit the Women's Aid Organizations, a non-governmental organization committed to confronting violence against women.
I am stepping off the capitalist treadmill. I'm going to take a deep breath and find a way to survive not being flat or perfect. I'm inviting you to join me, to stop trying to be anyone other than who you are. I was moved by women in Africa who lived close to the earth, who did not understand what it meant not to love their body. I was lifted by older women in India who celebrated their roundness. I was inspired by Marian Woodman, a great Jungian analyst who gave me confidence to trust what I know. She had said, instead of transcending ourselves, we must move into ourselves. So tell the image makers, magazine sellers and plastic surgeons that you are not afraid, that what you fear most is the death of imagination and originality and metaphor and passion. Then be bold and love your body. Stop fixing it. It was never broken.
When I was growing up in the 50s, the good was simply what girls were supposed to be. They were good. They were pretty, perky. They had a blonde Clara wave in their hair. They wore girdles and waist pinchers and pumps. They got married. They looked married. They waited to be given permission. They kept their necks together, even through sex.
They had problems with the subject matter and the whole thing that was white, it was just brought out of that. So I always wanted to do something like this, and when I read The Good Body, I thought, well, this is tamer. It's not so out there, and we can still talk about issues that affect everyone, not only women but men as well. At the same time, connect with ourselves, connect with each other, and just bring about awareness towards abuse, self-abuse, and also abuse that is imposed on us and exception.
I like Carmen because she's very, out there and feisty, but then she's had this past, where she was sort of mentally kind of abused by her mom in a way, so she felt bad about herself, and it takes something dramatic to happen before she loses the weight, and I find that a very fascinating, very interesting story. That was the toughest character for me to work on, basically. And then, but I also really love Leia, the 74-year-old Maasai African woman, because I think she's so wise and, so Mother Earth kind of feeling, and voice of sanity, because we all get so crazy about our, I'm worried about my fat this, my this, that, my tooth skinny here, too big there, and she's like one of the characters that I think has a lot of sanity, even though she's a bit mystical. Yeah.
You know, Puerto Ricans, we're not like the whites. We love a big butt. It's the spread we dress. If you get the spread, you is dead. But good butt, good asses, big ones, oh, they are different. They are everything. I mean, you want it to stick out, be visible everywhere you practicing when we're young, like driving lessons, you know, backing them up, turning them around, shining them up for display. You want them like round, plumpy, and high. If I had Janet Jackson's ass, I'd walk backwards.
I think it's something, I mean, like, you know, people having body issues, especially nowadays, I think, with the media pressure and the, you know, body image. Everybody has to look a certain way, and only that way is good. And so I think even men and women, you know, really do feel a sort of a pressure, or maybe they start worrying about it, maybe they think, you know, maybe they're fine, but actually in their mind they're like, oh, it's not good enough. And I think that's something that everyone can relate to, and it's nice to kind of redefine what is good, you know, what there's other things that are good too. You know? Good.
You like her? She's our Christmas cover. We're going rounder, desperate for the holiday fullness and cheer. Oh, don't mind me. I'm multitasking. I do 100 sit-ups for every shot. 9, 10, 100. 80 years old.
Come on, you think men don't have body issues? Hello, they have a lot of body issues. We women are just a bit more vocal about it, you know, because men like, oh, you're so gay because you're vain, or it's so gay to be, you know, vain and stuff like that. Whatever. So what? I mean, you know, we're all. There is a part of me that thinks that vanity is quite good because it causes you to take care of yourself. Now, what I do believe in is that it is better to be healthy than to look good aesthetically. You know, you could be beautiful looking, you could be thin like a model, thick, thin and all that, but you could be really sick inside, you know, and sick physically, mentally, emotionally, I don't know, I mean, you know, and I think your health is more important.
I was a very skinny girl, flat like a countertop, sleek, smooth, everything slid on. And I was fast, faster than any boy I ever met. I was the fastest. I was a boss. One day I was about to go swimming in this fantastic river. And I looked down and I noticed something growing there, growing on my chest. I tried to rub it off. With each inch I could feel the end of my freedom, the end of my life. You know, I hated girls. They were so stupid. They didn't try, they didn't live in nature. My titties grew so fast, exploding on my chest, like Christmas lights, hanging and flashing there. I couldn't run so fast. I couldn't climb.
Actually, Sue Lankester from Catmull Productions has a long relationship with Women's Day. Many years ago, she directed another play. She wrote and directed another play, and she also gave one night to WAO. And whenever we needed any help, we needed a celebrity to open an event, she was always, Sue Lankester was always come forward and said, yes, I'll help you. So she gave us a call and said that, you know, the good body is very much a women's issue. And she also knew that Women's Aid was looking for money and we were short of funds. So she offered the first night of part proceeds. And so, you know, I'm really happy that Women's Aid is associated with this play, because the play is very much to do with self-image and the kind of pressure women have and face in being thin and starving themselves to death, you know. So I'm really glad that Catwoman Productions approached us, and a very special thanks to Sue and to the cast, members of the cast from Ida Nerina to Samantha Schubert and Joanne Kam Poh and Joanna Bessey.
Do you know, I like this room. Maybe I could share again sometime, okay? All right.